All right. All right, we're doing the live stream of Game 5 of the NBA Season 2, 2017. Of course, I'm Coach Big Kurt Lord Green. I'll be coaching the Philadelphia 76ers. We now stand at 0-4, and the Houston Rockets will be traveling into us. So we're not doing that good. But we're trying to pick the season up, and see if we can first establish and win one of these games. All right. All right. Shout out to 2K Sports. Shout out to PlayStation 4 live stream. Shout out to Facebook. Also, shout out to the YouTube community. I'd like to thank YouTube so much for creating this beautiful venue for this special sports occasion. Shout out to all my YouTube subscribers. If anybody would like to join any of my leagues, you can friend me at Joe Price 834, Joe Price 834 to join my leagues, play pickups, or play to win cash and prizes. In playing the whole season, playoffs, and tournaments. You can also friend me on Facebook under the name Joe Price, or you can friend me on my YouTube page, Devin Smith.
In the neighborhood, the venue.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Philadelphia as the 76ers go up against the Houston Rockets. And for Houston, they went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. And here we are, start of a new season. So much drama coming out of the gate.
Drama for your mama.
Shaq, for the teams that are underperforming thus far, what can they do to try and right the ship?
Look, Ernie, it's early, so don't overreact. You can mix up the rotations a little bit. Don't be scared, Coach. Do what you got to do.
Well, first, you got to keep believing in yourself. But I love these player-only games.
Oh, I'll bet you.
I did, man.
Really? You liked them?
Oh, because I used to, that's the only time I could really look in your face in front of the other 11 guys and tell you how I really feel about you.
Like, Akeem, you're killing us.
No, that never was said. It was more like, see, we should only give it to Akeem because he's the only one not killing us.
Oh.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Let's go! Sixers and Rockets. Yes, at Wells Fargo Center. Let's get it. 4-0 Houston Rockets traveling into Philadelphia to play the 0-4 Sixers. We got to get back, man. Come on, let's do it, Sixers.
David Aldridge is our sideline report. Looking at the last game for the Houston Rockets, it was a win against the Memphis Grizzlies. And they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D. And I feel like the defense was one step behind all night. I mean, they never made the adjustments to string together a few stops.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, James Harden is a great offensive player, but there's no mistaking it, he does dominate the ball. Now, that can bother teammates sometimes, but Coach Mike D'Antoni says when they feel that paycheck every 2 weeks, that should make them play hard. You have to be a star in your role. So when James
What's
gets
up,
the ball,
Junkrat?
shoot it. And then
What's up, buddy?
You play hard as heck.
Welcome to the Devin Smith
Thanks.
Station.
He's a great passer.
You know it. We need a win bad. Houston Rockets at Philadelphia Sixers. Game 5 of the NBA Season 2, 2017 underway.
Man, you have to control.
I'd like to welcome all YouTube viewers and those who are not YouTube viewers and Facebook viewers to the Devin Smith PS4 Sports League station.
You have to keep a constant.
We get ready to get this game in. Sixers were 0-4. We're desperate for a win. We gotta have to do something. Change up our position. We're gonna have to do something.
Even if you're a veteran, you're gonna get tired right before All-Star break. So how do you manage your body? How do you recuperate? How do you keep focused on those tough, cold nights during the winter? That all takes part in becoming a great player.
A real balancing act for sure.
It is a balancing act. It's how do you figure out balancing your mind, balancing your focus, and then balancing your body, staying off your legs.
Good, let's go.
Starting group for Houston. Going out the wings, it's Harden and Ariza. Anderson with Capella, and it's Paul in at the 1.
Yes, we're gonna watch out for James Harden tonight. Oh yes, sir.
This Houston group is
you better believe it.
They look to push
watching out for James Harden tonight. All right, folks, we got to get folks started early tonight.
Just running as soon as they can. Part of the decision to have Harden as the point guard last season was to speed up their playmaking from the beginning.
Well, the Rockets have streamlined everything and cut down the total time to run their sets. That's why they get so many possessions in the game. They know the more chances they get with their offense, the better the results.
Two shots. Two shots.
And he can't get the first one.
And the explosiveness of Fultz really is incredible. Just he's effortless in terms of getting where he wants on the court.
76ers on defense. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Yeah, their last outing was a rough one. They have to be careful of falling in love with that three. Yeah, it looks good when it's going in, but they definitely force some. Overall, pretty inaccurate.
Anderson with the block. From deep, Harden drills the three-pointer. Harden's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And Harden's shot selection, mostly three-pointers or attacking the rim. That's how he achieves his incredible efficiency.
Williams kicks to Okafor. Shoots over Capella, and it's Okafor. That time on the assist by Williams. Okafor's got his first.
Oh, okay, Monday Night Football. Who playing right now?
From long range in the first quarter, and the call will be against Darren Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
Who's playing right now? Monday Night Football. Oh, that's cool. Who's playing?
And just over a minute played here at the start of the game. Harden kicks the puck.
Block it! Oh!
And another 3 for Houston.
Oh, Harden is so good at finding the open man, and a selfish superstar who really whips the ball over quickly.
Fultz, no good.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint. Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect.
Oh, that's a good game.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Oh, okay.
Down the two-hand slam. And here are the 76ers now, following the score by Houston.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
For Philadelphia, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Well, it had been a little bit of a bumpy ride for Mike D'Antoni before coming to Houston. He had underwhelming results in New York and LA before taking time off from coaching, but he's found great success since coming back with the Rockets.
Both free throws good for Okafor. And when the Rockets hired Mike D'Antoni, there wasn't a lot of fanfare, but this has turned out to be one of the best fits in his coaching career. In fact, he was the NBA Coach of the Year last season.
Yeah, you never know how a coach will mesh with the team, and D'Antoni has fit in perfectly here. He made some changes early on and has the Rockets as a great offensive powerhouse. Even has the team playing some defense. It's something these teams have never been known for. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, a player that isn't known for his offense, makes up for it on defense. Fantastic defender who can completely disrupt an assignment in a number of ways. Very quick and can stick to someone.
Let's go. Try to get back in this thing, Sixers.
His defense is definitely his most important asset. Really, until his offense comes along, Chris, it's how he'll make his
Let's go!
on a team.
Well, that's perfectly fine for a player like that.
The defense.
Gives you defense and great rebounding on the wing, Kevin. He's active on both ends of the floor. And he brings the energy with him. Opening up 1 for 4 is definitely not the ideal start they were hoping for.
Anderson, it's deflected.
Let's go. The defense, good block, Philly.
Gets on these rejections, utilizing his terrific
the pass, Monty Ellis to Okafor.
awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
And the dunk by Capella.
And from distance, no less. What an amazing pass.
That's as long an alley-oop pass as you're going to see. And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Now here's Williams. 14 points from him the last game against Detroit.
Good shot.
His big night wasn't
For Williams and the Sixers. All right, we down. How much we down? That's not bad.
There, and it was a special night for him in just about every way.
Here's Paul. Deron Williams picking up that last basket. The shot's good from Paul.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved.
All right, let's go.
Both. A little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the wind.
Let's just call it what it is. Great body control in the lane and takes the contact, still knocks it in softly off the glass. I mean, that shot just can't be blocked the way he adjusted.
Kicks it out to Harden. Houston moving it around. And the foul on Monte Ellis. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Embiid comes in for Okafor, and Simmons subbed in for Williams. Houston with a big group substitution here. And then
let's go!
Back in for Clint Capella. And Bahamute comes in for Ryan Anderson.
Good layup, Monty Ellis.
He's checked in for Trevor
Let's
Reed.
go!
And it's Gordon in for James Harden. Rockets have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Gordon kicks to Paul. Over Fultz.
Let's go. Good defense, Philly.
That's giving him too much space from mid-range. It doesn't hurt him there. They can't keep doing it.
Yes. Good take-up, Ben Sims.
Has been a great job of just getting into the middle. Of
that's what I'm talking about, man.
Effectively from the paint.
Paul outside. Dishes it to Gordon. Fires the three. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Gordon. 8 points for Chris Paul.
Damn.
1:30 left to play in the first. Here's Fultz. The shot comes out, and the Rockets take it the other way.
A frustrating start to this quarter.
Pass to Mbamute. Puts up a three, and again it's the Rockets from deep.
Well, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Here's Fultz. Here's Simmons. A second chance effort, and it's good on the way up.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Paul dishes to Mbamute. Outside Gordon. Pass to Paul. Now the feed to Mbamute. 6 on the shot clock. Over in the corner, Paul. Paul can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
No, I mean, there has to be a better option.
Good shot, Michael Gilchrist. Good pass, Monty Ellis.
This thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Each team is stepping up, rising to the challenge. Yet another shot.
Pass it to Nanette. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Offline from the high post. Gordon against Kidd-Gilchrist. The basket.
Oh! What a layup for Michael Gilchrist.
You have
And
to
the
love how
Sixers.
Quinn Gilchrist isn't afraid of working his way down inside, using his tremendous size to his advantage.
Paul for three. Well, it's been a high-scoring.
Good half. Good quarter for the Sixers.
76ers lead by 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And earlier, Chris Paul told us about the depth of their roster. So important for any team.
Our bench is amazing. It's so exciting because when our bench comes in, more often than not, if we're losing, they're going to get us the lead. And if we have the lead, they're going to increase the lead. And it's fun to watch because everybody cheers for each other, too.
When your starters feel that good about their
All right, let's go.
That's a heck of an asset. That
The second quarter, let's get it.
You've seen Chris Paul cheering from the bench. You know that it's very, very true.
And Kevin, that's the kind of team that's always been so much fun to play on. Everybody's
A
really
Chicago fan, yeah.
one another, no matter who's playing.
You like the Bulls?
Even in practice,
That's cool. Chicago Bulls are good.
you tend to have more fun.
So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Right, and as the defense collapses, that opens up inside-out opportunities. Productive first quarter.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Houston, Chris Paul and Gordon are the backcourt pair. PJ Tucker is out there with Luke and Bahamute. Then it's Nene, and at center, locking down the middle. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Houston Rockets, one of the most explosive scoring teams in the league. Defense has been a shortcoming in the past. Coach Mike D'Antoni said, we have some good individual defenders. If the rest of them just try...
Oh, okay, Chicago fan. All right, yeah, those are some good teams. Chicago got some good teams, man.
Yeah, you know that, Coach D'Antoni.
Yeah, they got some good teams.
Focuses on this part of the game more than
They got some real good teams.
Well, we don't always get what we want, Chris, but if you were in charge of the dunk contest, which 4 players would you personally pick to make up the field?
Man, it's so tough. Wow. I think I definitely want to go with Levine. He's, the ex-dunk champ.
Yes.
Wow, that's a tough one. I mean, Westbrook, I think Paul George would be
Let's
great.
go.
Of course, LeBron.
We're playing for the Sixers. Let's go.
I don't know. Davis, there's so many high flyers. I just think it's...
Oh! Let's go.
Other guys have the advantage. Big guys feel like they can't do it because they won't be as exciting.
Yes!
Even though
That's what I'm talking about, man. Good shot for Holmes and the Sixers. Let's go.
Yeah, I'd start with them, but so many other players you can pick.
It's good. And it's 7 points for James Harden.
But he can finish with force or finesse. The beard does it all.
It's stolen. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Here's Tucker. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Well, that's just the aggressiveness of transition, making sure they come away with it.
Now here's Simmons. That's good from Fultz on the
Good shot for Fultz.
Fultz has got 5.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off the 6.
Let's go.
Stolen by McConnell. And here we go. Here's Simmons. And no good. With the defensive effort. Rockets trail by 3. Baseline try. Black. Rebounded by Holmes. 76ers
rebound.
50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. A baseline J. Count it.
Yes!
Fultz has got
Good
4
shot
points
for
this quarter.
Fultz.
And this is an area that
And the Sixers, nice fadeaway, man.
If he can develop a consistent mid-range jumper, it's over for the rest of the league.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That is his first foul of the game. Williams is checked in for Fultz. The Rockets also changing it up. Anderson comes in for Nene. And Trevor Ariza has subbed in for PJ Tucker. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Here's Harden. Got it. for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And really, it's been amazing.
Oh, that's BS, man. Ah.
Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Okafor is checked in for the 76ers. And a change for the Rockets. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Tarek Black. Back to Gordon. Screen by Capella. Now here's Gordon. He's covered by McConnell.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Okafor
yes.
the bucket.
Good pass. Ben Simmons to Okafor and the Sixers. Here we go. Good playing, guys.
The unselfishness. That's what we want to see out of him.
A putback, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Capella got us with the
a
putback.
nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add
That's
up.
right. Good call.
In his day, D. Will was a franchise point guard.
He's fouling. Houston fouling. Houston got a hat.
As they do all of us.
Yeah.
Down, but he can still play at a high level.
And Darren Williams, drafted by the Jazz, who carried them to the playoffs in 4 out of his 5 seasons there.
Yeah, traded to the Nets in that blockbuster deal, but he didn't flourish in the spotlight of New York City. The injuries, though, they didn't help. He was ready for a change.
First one, Paul
shot.
You know, Williams is one of only a handful of players with
Ron Williams.
gold medals to his name. He was a member of the winning USA teams in 08 and 12.
Kid Gilchrist is checked in for the 76ers. Both
there we go. Good shot. All right.
Now here's Harden. A 29-point game for him in the win against Memphis.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
Block it!
Harden, trailing by 5.
Let's go.
There's a minute 47 left now here in the second.
I'm not sure
Damn.
what bothered him. He just lost concentration on that one. But that's a layup he should convert.
Gordon kicks to Harden. Anderson with the screen for Harden. Shot by Gordon, wide open. They get it back. Throws up again. Here's Ariza. And Okafor with the block.
Wow, and the big man Capella has proven to be a reliable role player, a strong physical presence who takes smart shots and contributes.
That would be an awesome record if they can finish that record.
Howard lead was because they knew that Clint Capella could fill that role.
82-0.
It gives this team that finisher down on the block.
Man, that would be an awesome record for them.
Huge for the Rockets.
Oh yeah, maybe the best in the league at finishing.
The Chicago Bulls never did that.
Not the most spectacular, but the most consistent last year on that pick and roll because he's so active without the ball, always moving, giving guards a target, great hands to catch and finish.
And he makes the first. Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Ellis comes in for T.J. McConnell. All checked in for the Rockets. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Williams kicks to Okafor. Keeps it alive, and it
yes!
Right there.
Good take-up by Joel Embiid.
Exceptional instincts on the
good
offensive.
Play, man.
He tried to slam it home. Tipping it in was all he needed.
Paul outside. Anderson with the screen for Paul.
Block it!
Wide open. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their sprint.
Now here's Williams. Stolen by Harden.
That's
and
BS.
2-1, that's what they'd like to get right now.
Yeah, this could come down to the correct play call. But let's see what they do right now.
Ellis with it. And it's Harden picking him up. The offensive rebound. Insane shot, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Clint Capella. The 76ers have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And he makes the first.
Shot.
They have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And Bahamute is checked in for Trevor Ariza. That one is no good. Rockets trail by 5. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here is Bahamute. That one off the back iron and out. Ellis, the pass to Embiid. It's rebounded by Houston.
Some tough D in the paint. Getting between him and the bucket and stopping the easy thing.
All right, good half for the Sixers. Hell of a way to step it up. That's what I'm talking about, Sixers. Yeah, man. Let's go to the locker room.
David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Coach, Jahlil Okafor making his presence felt all over the court. What did you like most about his performance in the first half?
Just his energy. You know, we're not asking him to do anything else but just play with an incredible motor. And everything else will come from that, and he did do that.
And we'll see if we can keep it going in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here. Got Shaq, got Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you back to the halftime show on 2K Sports. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. Checking out the 76ers. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Well, no question, Ernie. They need to improve their three-point shooting. When you shoot in the low 30s, you can dig yourself in a deep, abysmal hole. You like that word, Ernie? Abysmal? I can't spell it, but it sounded nice. Anyway, when the open three is there, fine, shoot it. But we saw at least a few situations where they should have worked for a better shot.
And that wraps up halftime as the game is set to get back underway. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan and crew, standing by courtside.
The skyline of Philadelphia looking especially majestic tonight as we welcome you back to action. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Man, through the first 2 quarters, he was extremely aggressive. Picked up a number of steals. You take some chances. Sometimes you can get burned, but you hope more.
All right, we're in the third quarter. Let's get it.
Well, Chris, NBA players will go around to every arena at least once in a season. Does each arena have its own feel and look? And how does that impact players when they play on the floor? A depth perception from the basket to the last row. We're told that every building.
Yes!
Is that true?
Good shot by Foe.
Different, but because every player is
and the
different,
Sixers.
You know, it just depends on which guy, which arena. You know,
Block it!
Portland because it was
all right, cool.
Portland and it felt warm in there. I don't know why. I mean, I can't really even explain it that well, but I used to love playing in Portland. And I know some guys that have an arena that is bright, or they just love getting there, or maybe they just love that city. So a lot of times, I tell you what arena I really love. It was the first time I went to Boston Garden. Because I just sat and I stretched from the floor, probably for the longest of any game, because I sat there and I touched the parquet floor and I got to look up at all the banners, and I'm, kind of reading the banners there, who played there, and what year they won, and tried to remember that team. And so the some arenas is just special because who's performed there, who's been there before you, and so every arena has a different feel.
That's a great answer. We've got Jaleel Okafor. Ellis is out there with Darren Williams. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, and it's Fultz in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now here's Paul. 8 points for him. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, man, Capella absolutely destroys the opposition on the offensive glass, using that gigantic body of his to snag down a second chance opportunity.
Here's Fultz. 9 points in the game so far. And he comes
Yes.
with the deuce.
Good shot for Fultz, man. Hell of a take-up for the Sixers. Fultz, young man, taking it up, man.
Yeah, I mean, you spend all that time in the locker room trying to get Minson.
Block it. Oh, I should have known. I should have known. Damn, I should have known.
Gets it to go.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
And one of the surprise moves of this past offseason was Chris Paul moving to Houston, joining James Harden to become one of the strongest backcourts in our league. Kicked off a feeling that Houston would be a force this season.
Some changes here for the 76ers. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Ben Simmons in for Kidd-Gilchrist. The Rockets also changing it up. Blacks checked in for Clint Capella. And it's P.J. Tucker in for Anderson. And you know, Greg, many thought that Chris Paul may take a look at San Antonio, and he did, but Houston was too enticing a chance to pass up.
Yes, good shot.
A distinctive
Holmes, good take-up.
Paul's career. He's always been criticized for not going deep in the playoffs, and saw Houston as maybe his best bet to make a deep run.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz.
Markelle Fultz.
At the game. So
Markelle Fultz.
Nene comes in for Trevor Ariza. And Gordon subbed in for James Harden. Gordon against Ellis. Gordon kicks to Paul.
Damn!
They grabbed their own miss. Tucker. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And where the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and 3-point shot attempts so far for Philadelphia.
And the one thing that jumps out at me when you look at that shot chart is just how little scoring they get from out above the free throw line extended 3-point range. They've got to get more points from out high if they want to improve their offense.
The first free throw is good. Free throws good from Tucker. So it's Philadelphia now. The lead is 2. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. The matchup against Dallas. That'll be the first
they are fouling me,
trip.
man. Good take-up,
folks. The top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man.
Good shot.
James Harden, number 1. Chris Paul, 4.
And really 2 terrific distributors. I mean, the first thing you look for in a teammate
good
is
shot by Fultz.
To get you the ball.
Stepping it up real good, young man.
To a T.
Now here's Paul. He's got 8. There's a good screen. Nene, the screen. Holmes with the
steal. Good strip.
Here's Simmons. And he
what a shot off the dribble by Ben Simmons. And the Sixers.
The guy just has.
Yeah, man. Hell of a way to step up.
Jump shot.
Good playing, guys. That's what I'm talking about,
Nene
man.
kicks it to Tucker. Back to Nene. Ball dishes to Tucker. 6 to shoot. Houston moving it around.
Block it. Oh.
The Rockets again can't hit. The 76ers leading by 6. Stolen by 2.
Damn.
And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Over Fultz. No good off the front iron. Here's Simmons. The Rockets pull it in. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
Ben Simmons, okay, good still.
Conference matchup, and these are two teams at
Yes!
different ends of the spectrum.
Yeah. What a layup for Ben Simmons.
He's played a smart and strong game. His field goal percentage.
That's what I'm talking about.
The replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Now here's Paul. Looking to get back on track here. He takes it up and lays it in. 10 points for him.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Oh, what a shot for Fultz.
They are
Stepping up.
every time the ball comes inside.
We've got 1:55 left here in the third quarter. Here's Tucker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists in the game. And the 76ers call time here. And Chris, you had to deal with different injuries during your playing career. Some guys get bit by the injury bug and some others avoid it their whole career. Do you think that staying healthy, Chris, is a skill or is it just luck of the draw?
Man, that's a great question, Kevin. I really can't answer that. Just look at a guy like Jordan and seeing him only hurt his ankle one time. But, you know, I do think when you take care of your body and you prepare that you can definitely stave off injuries. But at the same time, I think it's the luck of the draw. If you're a guy like myself and you're rebounding in the paint and there are a lot of feet under you, you're going to come down on someone's ankle and twist your ankle. We've seen a lot of non-physical injuries, a lot of injuries that just seem to happen out of nowhere. When you look at George's injury with the Olympics that time, or you look at a guy like Steph Curry with his ankle injuries that he had back in the day. So I really can't answer that. That's a great question. It's like what comes first, the chicken or the egg? But I would just say this, no matter how hard you work, it takes a little bit of luck to be successful. I think we all would say that. So I would lean on more so the side of luck than necessarily being prepared and not having an injury.
Good answer. And the 76ers with some changes. Joel Embiid comes in for Okafor, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Monte Ellis. And a change for the...
Oh, what a dunk by Holmes and the Sixers. Oh, good follow-up.
Right now, just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their full bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
But that's all about going back to the fundamentals. Defensive rebounding, you got to have it, especially when you're getting waxed.
Outside Gordon.
Well, last season, certainly it was one to remember for Eric Gordon. He was once a forgotten player, and that happened because of his injury. He came back to be one of the key parts in a fantastic season for the Rockets.
And with Gordon, the Rockets signing him did fly under the radar just a bit. He had been injured so much, and people didn't really know what to expect, mostly because...
Oh, Joel Embiid! Oh, my God, with the monster dunk for the Sixers.
As well, which was perfect fit for that team and for him. I mean, he was able to find his groove, and he was able to hit up big scoring numbers. He's always been nice offensively, but he got to show it off last year.
And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Tucker's got 9 points.
Just finding the open man. Few who have ever played this game have Paul's vision. That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good time.
Block it!
Those two things that he possesses.
Just
good.
Much success when it comes to shooting.
Holmes.
Oh, what a dunk! Holmes again for the follow-up slam
They've been the aggressors
to help Ben Simmons get it in.
and attacking.
And the Sixers.
Now here's Paul. 10 points for him. Gordon a screen. Paul kicks to Nene. And there's the pass to Tucker. Screen by Bahamute. The drive by Gordon. The D by Embiid.
He loses concentration at the moment of truth and blows the layup.
Good work there as a coach.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Big Sims. Yeah, man.
Run the floor, just eating up so much space in so little time.
Gordon outside. That one, no good.
Yes! Good third quarter. That's what I'm talking about, Sixers. Yeah, man. Let's go.
76ers lead by 9. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports. Happy to have you with us.
All right, we're in the fourth quarter.
Rockets trail by 9.
Let's see what we can do, Sixers.
On the court for the Rockets. Harden and Gordon teaming up in the backcourt. Ariza and Anderson holding down the forward spots. And it's Capella in at the pivot, manning the middle. And good that time.
A nice little jumper from Harden. When he's connecting from mid-range, the D is in trouble.
McConnell passes to Johnson. Williams dishes to Johnson. Shoots over Capella. And there's
what a shot for Johnson. Woo! Off the dribble. Hot stuff.
Harden gets to Ariza. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. That's his first foul. Gordon with it. Rocket 6. Harden against Williams. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Oh, Harden is so good at finishing these and one. He is just a thorn in the D side. And last season, Harden just put up some incredible numbers all across the board. His assists were league-leading, which nobody saw coming. He didn't have a big drop in his own scoring, even as he was creating so much more for others.
Free throw good, James Harden. And with Harden, as you said, Chris, nobody saw his assist totals coming except maybe his coach, Mike D'Antoni, one of the Coach of the Year candidates, certainly all season long with what he did in that 55-win Rockets season. When Harden heard what his coach expected, and Chris, he laughed it off.
Yeah, and part of it
Damn!
But Harden just, he found his groove. I mean,
damn! James Harden killed us.
He played incredible. He's going to have to bring those turnover numbers down. Not used to playing with the ball and not used to being in that position that much. Expect the turnover numbers to come down.
Now here's Harden after the miss from Deron Williams. And here's Gordon from outside. Good. It's Harden with the assist.
Oh, my God, man.
Harden's got 4 assists in the game. Here's McConnell, and Capella sends it back. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Not everything fell for him in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
And Eric Gordon has long been noted as a terrific shooter, but I felt like he was able to display just how great he can be last season. Had that green light whenever he was on the floor and really near the top of the league in terms of threes attempted and made.
And for Gordon, he's been a great catch-and-shoot player in the past, Greg. The difference last season was the improvement in his pull-up threes.
And there is a world of difference between shooting a three off the pass as opposed to off the dribble. The pull-up threes are what make players like Steph Curry so hard to guard. And when Gordon added that to his game, I think it helped his overall ability to score the basketball.
You ain't lying, man.
After Clint Capella's miss.
Damn!
76ers with another miss.
Oh, my God.
Here's Gordon. They get the rebound. Anderson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And Ryan Anderson perhaps personifies what it means to be a stretch 4. He's 6'10", He came off the bench for 4 years in New Orleans.
Oh,
He's
my
always
God,
been a great
man.
shooter,
Damn.
Chris, and was exactly what the Rockets were hoping he would be when they signed him.
Look, I know what Anderson was thinking. This is a match made in heaven. He was always a great offensive forward, but the system they use is just perfect for him. Ryan Anderson has such an easy stroke from distance. You can't help but notice he plants his feet so well and has a reliable motion.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for Gordon.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
During the break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle with his team. He told them we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game. We've got to make plays. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
Harden the pass to Capella. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws. Right there. And with Anderson, we talked about how quick his shot can come off, how quickly he gets that baby away. Chris, he really can open things up as a forward who needs a man close to him at all times.
What makes Anderson such a great deep ball threat is his height along with the release that he has, because his release is so high.
So he gets them both. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Ellis outside. They need this. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 3 assists tonight.
And the speed of Ellis, unreal. Well, when he sees a lane open, he just pounces on it.
Now here's Paul. And the call will be against Deron Williams. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. And we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Boy, I mean, the career Paul has had just in terms of being a great point guard. There really are no words left to describe.
Fultz, he's checked in from Amir Johnson. The 76ers trail by 7. Here's Fultz. It's stolen by Capella.
Yeah, man, damn.
Kid Gilchrist against Ariza. The dish to Anderson. Here's Harden. He can't get it to go. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Ellis gets to Okafor over Anderson. And it's James Harden with the rebound.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
First free throw is good.
And during Ariza's career, he has established himself as an effective role player and fantastic outside shooter and a tenacious defender.
And the 76ers making a change here. Simmons is checked in. And Williams, here we go. Over Harden. Here's Simmons. And that one goes long. Rockets leading by 9. Got a piece of it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. Harden draws the double. Anderson dishes the ball. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Paul's got 4 points this quarter.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, yeah, up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now. Couldn't come up with that pass there. Clearly wasn't expecting it.
Rockets have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Screen by Capella. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Ariza passes it to Harden. Shot clock at 6. And Okafor with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. .133 left in the fourth quarter. Capella with the bucket. And the Rockets lead by 13.
And Capella is very efficient down deep, using his muscle to get off the shots he wants inside.
Here's Fultz. Misses off the left iron. Houston's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. It's Ariza on the wing. Anderson outside. Ball kicks to Capella. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Houston.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for James Harden.
Well, the biggest impact he had was with his on-the-ball defense. Such quick hands. His steals added up to a lot of extra possessions.
Now here's Harden. Jahlil Okafor unable to get his last shot to go. Anderson the screen. Fires the 3. And James Harden good for 3.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
At this point, it's just icing on the cake. Terrific run, closes it up.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last 2 possessions. They're going that way.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. With Chris Paul, and you guys have been playing very well lately. What's the main reason?
Sounds repetitive, but it's our defense. You know, every night we go out knowing that our offense is not going to be there every night. But if our defense is a constant, then it always gives us a chance.
Well, it is repetitive, but that doesn't mean it's not true, Chris. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.